what to say to that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to say. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Sip, sip. All you say. What y'all say out there? T word, sip, sip.
I hope you guys enjoyed that skit from us. We're gonna have many more skits to come, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Tea Candy. We want to let you guys know that we have extended. We are now live and coming. We're streaming from the YouTube channel, and also we're streaming from Instagram.
I don't
So
think they can hear you,
yay!
baby.
They can't hear me. Oh, 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 oh,
I don't think you're talking
oh,
into
oh,
your
oh,
mic.
oh, 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 oh.
On the
Uh-oh.
radio, on the
Here
radio.
we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We need you to
What's
talk
up?
into
What's
it.
up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Let me get some thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Make sure you can hear me. They can hear me now. They can hear me now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Tea Candy. This is my dude here. This is Candy Man. Thank you so much also for tuning in to the Oh So Smooth Radio app. We do appreciate your continued support. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that skit. We have many more. I have so many things in this brain of mine that is scary. So hopefully the Candy Man will continue to support me in the things that I think of. You're going to continue to support me in my things that I think of?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's very afraid when Amazon shows up at the house. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what's in that box? But anyway, so we're going to get
I
right
ain't putting
into it.
on no dress. So don't you ask
No,
me to
I'm
put
not
on
gonna.
no
I'm not gonna
dress.
make you
You
put a
say
dress on.
stuff
That's
for
I
the
wouldn't do
deals
that.
and
I'm not gonna do that, babe. I'm not gonna do that. But before I even get started, let me talk about a few of the tea dates that I do have. I will be doing Black and Bling in Dallas. That is April 26th through the 29th. So hopefully you guys can join me there. I will also be doing the VFW Steppers Red and White Gala. That is May 12th here in the fine city of Atlanta. I will also, we're doing that Oh So Smooth cruise. If you guys have not, listen, you have to go on the cruise. It is amazing. Please reach out to Michael or either Michelle Austin Brown, or you can always go to the Oh So Smooth radio page. I'm assuming you can probably get a lot of information there. Or Tracy Carver can help you.
Mikhail is.
They know DJ Short and Smooth. Y'all know
They
him.
don't know that man government name.
They don't know his government name. His
Shout
government
Smooth,
name.
man.
But I would love you guys to take advantage of that cruise. That'll be awesome. If you can go, you do not have to know how to step to go on this cruise, by the way. So I know people, we're coming from Myron's page, so he may not have a lot of steppers on his
Candy
page,
man,
but
please. Candy man, y'all. This Candy man page.
let's not start.
My
Let's not
government
start.
name on there.
Seriously, I don't want to start with you today.
Well,
I don't want to
my
start with you
government
today.
name.
I don't want to start
Mama, I
with you
love
today.
you. DJ Candy man.
Anyway, so you do not know how to know. You do not have to step to actually go on this cruise. You will have an amazing time. Trust me. I will also be hosting the actual, not hosting, doing the red carpet at the world's largest.
That's going to be.
Isn't that cool? I was doing that. Thank you. As a part of the Dream Team. I'm not sure who's confirmed to be on the red carpet with me, but last year it was Kevin Nevels with WZON, so I'm assuming it's him again this year, but I am not 100% sure. Before I go any further, please share this live. I will stop talking until you share the live. We need to share this live because this is going to be a very important topic that we're going to discuss. We're going to go ahead and get into this topic. I need some feedback. I need you commenting on, again, I don't know if you guys heard me at the top. We are streaming live on YouTube. We're streaming live on Instagram. And we're also, of course, streaming live on Facebook. So we do have somebody monitoring all three services. So we want to gather all of those comments and try to address them as we can. We are not the officials, but we think we are. So, hey, there you have it. Also, I am doing the red carpet for the night before, which is a pre-party hosted by Dre and T. Pratt. So that should be fun as well.
That's going to be hot.
That's going to be fun. And I also, you probably don't even know about all these dates. I'll get them to you. September 22nd, I'll be in Virginia for the Celebration of Life with Samantha Reed. If you guys have not done that, this is my first year. Samantha has survived cancer so many times, and her attitude and her tenacity is incredible. So that is actually in Virginia, and it's September 22nd. Look that information. Stay tuned to the page. I'll put more information about Celebration of Life. If you guys can attend that, would be great. I'm sure she would be honored to have you guys there. So let's get into this topic that we're going to discuss today. Did I even tell you what the topic was? I typically don't. I just usually give you a wig and say, act silly.
You don't have to tell me what the topic is, because the Candy Man going to shoot it to you straight, just like I see it, man. And that's just how it is, man. That's the only way I know how to bring it, so I'm gonna bring it that way, people.
Well, whatever. All right, so here's the topic. Guys, share the live, share the live, share the live. Hi, Denise. I see people are saying hi to me. Hello, 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 hello. I cannot really monitor the comments at this time on Facebook. I don't have anybody really monitoring those right now, but we'll get someone to monitor those real quick. But hey, I'm not being rude. Hey, mwah, 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 mwah. Show some love. Throw a kiss.
Yeah,
People speaking to you. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so let's get into this topic. Should sex ever be used as a weapon?
Sex as a weapon.
Now, the perspective that I'm coming from is, okay, let me just speak for me.
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute, let me speak. Yeah, it is. Let me speak for me. If I'm mad, you ain't getting none. Don't even ask. You know I got my onesie and my socks on. It ain't happening. The pillow is between us. It ain't happening. You know my hoodie got my onesie got a hood on it. That's how serious I am about none.
They got a flap on the back too. But all I'm saying is, if you're mad, that's to be expected. When you deliberately hold sex from your partner, then that's you shouldn't do that deliberately. If you're mad, you're mad. I know. Hey, you ain't gonna get none and they mad. But if you like holding sex to actually persuade your mate to do a particular thing that you want them to do and you know they're not comfortable doing, I think that's wrong.
Why is that wrong?
Cause you ain't got to hold no sex for that. We still ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, so you don't think that. Okay, so are you saying it from a perspective of a woman holding sex or a man holding sex?
I'm taking it from either or, because both men and women I've heard say, if you're not getting it at home, you'll find it somewhere else. So if that's a game that you're playing with sex, that's wrong. If you're upset, hey, I understand. You know, you ain't got to have sex until you work it out. But if you're deliberately doing that and not upset, that's wrong.
Now, answer this. What if your mate sex ain't that good though, but you don't really want to like leave them, so you holding it against them and say, nigga, get your sex game up. I'm just saying. Now that just.
If you know it ain't good and you decide to stick around, that's what you signed up for. Because you decided to stick around. You don't have to be with them. You ever heard that song by Chris Brown say, you ain't the only one like me on the planet? It's a planet full of folk. Find you somebody whose sex is good enough for you. You ain't got to stay with him. What you staying with him for if the sex ain't good and sex is one of the important things in a relationship?
Do you, how percentage-wise, how important is sex to you?
Percentage-wise?
Yeah.
Sex to me?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, sex is just sex to me. You know, it's love making. So if you're in love, if you're gonna make love, it's 100%. Everything is 100%. Everything in a relationship is 100%. Sex, time, listening, communicating, all of us 100%. You can't just chop it up and say, oh, this part is sex and this part is that. No, when I give 100% of me, mind, body, and soul, and that includes sex and everything else that come along with it. Bam! Oh yeah, bam! Candyman say bam.
Really?
Bam.
Really? That's so believe it or not, we're somewhat agreeing. So you do agree that if the person is mad, if they're mad at each other, they don't supposed to. Because I'm telling you, when I posed this question on Instagram, somebody actually responded and said you should never withhold sex. If you're mad about something, you're just mad about something. Sex should not be brought into whatever you're mad about.
I agree with that too.
I totally disagree.
Because you have some
women
people,
can't do.
No, you have some women, right? Some women can have sex with their partner and be mad with them. You know, we still ain't worked that out yet, but come on in here and give me some. See, I've heard women say that too. You know, Candyman, everybody love Candy, so they gonna talk to me. They gonna talk to me.
Who been talking to you about sex?
I talk. It's grown folk talk about sex.
Nobody said nothing, Candyman, about no sex. First of all, you already know
if
that woman mad at you and she is not going to give you none, why do you think they got a doghouse?
Well,
you stay in the doghouse.
But it ain't
stay in there.
But you come
you
on out and bow wow.
In your what?
You come on out and bow wow with me sometime, don't you? When you're mad, oh, you still want it, don't you?
No, you got electricity in your dog house. You got a bed. You got all kind of stuff out through there. You already know it's not happening.
You can't even sleep at night without the Candyman next to you. Be tossing and turning out. Y'all see on Facebook still up with the little with the emoji. With the mohawk, the red mohawk emoji.
Really? Really?
I see it too late.
Trust me, it's not because of that.
Candyman ain't there.
Anyway. So you know what? Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to our tea letter. We actually had a letter someone wrote in to the Tea Candy Show. So we're gonna go to this letter. Can you read it loud enough? Let's see.
Sure. Dear Tea Lady.
Tea Candy. Because they didn't write it directly to me.
You can't read.
I would like to say that it came directly to me, but it probably came to Tea Candy because everybody loves the Candy Man, right?
Absolutely, everybody loves candy.
My name is James, and I am pissed. I am currently paying child support of $1,200 per month. I repeat, $1,200 per month for one child. My problem is not the child support. It's what my ex is doing with the child support. She is always on social media posting pictures of herself on vacation, at the club, etc. I feel that she is using my money to support her lifestyle instead of my child. Tea Lady, Candyman, what should I do?
Okay, so someone said they cannot hear him read the letter. So give me the letter. I'll read the letter because they said he couldn't hear you.
Oh, a man wrote this. Let me give it to you.
A man.
Yeah, a man wrote this here. Let's see here, y'all.
Go ahead.
All right. Tea Candy. It says, Dear Tea Candy, my name is James, and I am pissed off in the highest point of festivity.
That letter does not say all of that.
I am currently paying child support of $1,200 per month. That's $1,200.
That's $1,200 a month
per month for one child.
One.
My problem is not the child support would be my problem, but we'll get into that later, y'all. It's what my ex is doing with the child support. She's always on social media posting pictures of herself on vacation and at the club, etc. I feel that she's using my money. You see it. She's using my money to support her lifestyle instead of my child. Candyman, Tea Lady, what should I do?
Okay. All right. I personally went through this. My child support wasn't $1,200, but it was decent.
You was on vacation?
Well, if I wanted to go on vacation.
With the child support?
Okay.
Or you took
all right,
check.
So wait a minute. So you can't hear. You can't hear. No sound. No sound. Hold on.
No sound on the line?
No sound on the live.
Look like the levels are jumping to me.
They look like they're jumping to me. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let's test it real quick.
Everybody.
Let me get thumbs up if you can hear us.
Can you hear the Candyman? Can I see something out there? All right, y'all on the radio, bear with me. You got the Tea Lady.
We're checking it out to make sure you guys can hear me. Make sure you give me some thumbs up if you can hear. Some people are saying that they cannot hear, and some people are saying that
Yeah, we got a few thumbs up.
Some people saying they can hear, and some saying they can't.
So turn your volume up.
Turn
on your phone or whatever your device is.
Right.
We're going to keep it going.
We're going to keep it going. Make sure you turn your volume up. And what you may want to do is go out of the live and then come back in. Sometimes that'll fix it. But we have the majority of the people saying they can hear us. So we're going to keep going because folks say they can. Candace, go out your phone and come back in.
Come back in.
Come back in. You should be able to hear us. All right. Did you guys hear the letter? All right. So we get thumbs up that people can hear. So we're going to continue to talk. All right. So I was saying that has personally happened to me where I was getting child support and my ex felt that I was doing something else with the money. So here we go. Okay. Let me make sure I make this plain. I can do what I want to do with the money. Let me first preface it with that. If you think that $1,200 is a good little bit, but it just depends on what the situation is. Typically, the $1,200 or whatever the amount you're getting for child support is not enough to support the kids. So you have gone into your pocket and done other things for the child. So let's say that
for one kid.
Well, wait a minute. You just don't know what you don't know what the lifestyle is. So apparently this guy makes some
live
money and
within
she
your
makes some
envelope. But go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
What I'm saying is, it depends on what the situation is. If I had to take some money and do something else, with the money,
get a job.
I'm working.
Job.
I'm working. Yeah. I had to take the money to do something else. When the money came in, I put that money and replenished the money that I did to do something else for the child. You don't have the right to give me the money and regulate what I do.
$1,200 a month.
It don't matter if it's $2.
I quit working, y'all. I quit working.
Why?
And move out of Georgia before I pay $1,200 a month for one kid. Ain't no kid need no $1,200 no every month.
How do you know that?
Grown folk work all day, every day, 40 hours a week, sometimes 60 hours a week, and they don't have $1,200 a month to spend after they pay their bills and everything.
Okay, but you have to think about it.
Some people don't even make $1,200 a month.
But you got to think about how it's weighted. Apparently, this guy, if he's paying $1,200 a month, that means he's making some good money.
No, I've seen some people that get that, and they ain't making that kind of money.
But see, that's your fault.
That ain't my fault.
Okay, so let me say this. I think a lot. Now I don't want to get off topic.
It's gonna be my fault when I get gone.
But that's not the answer.
They'll be looking for the candy man if I had to pay $1,200.
So you telling me you agree with me and not taking care of their kids?
No.
All right then.
I'll send you some money, but it ain't gonna be $1,200 a month.
But that's what you've been ordered to pay.
Nah, I don't care what they said. I'm gone. I work for myself. I collect cans and cut folk grass and get cash.
You can't
and
do
I'll
that.
be domestic.
You can't do
shout
that.
out to my domestic income people out there. I'll be
that's
domestic.
That's not the answer. But you know what?
And
I've seen people. Hey, James that wrote this letter in. I've seen this happen to a lot of guys. Right. And I'm sorry to tell you, you can't regulate her money. That's not how that works. What she decides to do with her money is what she decides to do with the money. You can't do that.
Jelly sandwiches.
Well,
trying to give you $1,200.
You shouldn't have had the baby.
Take two.
You shouldn't have had the baby.
It take two to screw.
You should.
Two.
What?
Two to screw. You ain't never heard that.
Right. I get that, but you should have never had the baby. If you,
that's right.
Listen,
you should have said, "Hey, that's another topic."
There's a cost. There's a cost. Yeah, we have a comment from Instagram. Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay, so somebody just commented. They said, well, I don't know if they can hear me or not, so you can.
I'll repeat it. Go ahead.
If the man has to pay child support, it's a court-ordered child support.
If the man has to pay child support, it is court-ordered, usually, yes.
Then they believe that the woman should provide receipts for what she spent the money.
Oh, hell no.
If you're not spending it on the child. Okay,
wait a minute. Instagram says.
You got to spend it on the child.
No. Instagram is saying that if it's a court-ordered amount, that they feel that the person that's receiving it should have to provide receipts of what they spent the money on.
Absolutely.
Get out of here.
If you have to take a drug test to get food stamps, you need to do your receipt book because that's ridiculous. That's going to help me because there's a tax write-off for me because I'm giving you $1,200 a month.
No.
Now you multiply that by 12, I've given you $24,000 that some people don't even see in a whole year.
Not my problem.
It ain't
not my problem.
It's gonna be your problem when I'm gone.
If you do not like the court-ordered amount, what you need to do is petition the court to get it adjusted. A lot of times, I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Don't work. They go in there and throw it out because I know fellas that do that.
Let me tell you what happens a lot in a lot of cases. You may have been making a certain amount of money at one time. Maybe when the court order was issued, times change. You lose job. You make less now. Instead of you going back to the court to get it adjusted, it stays the same. So now you're falling behind. You understand what I'm saying?
Man.
Okay, they're saying they can't hear you too well.
You can't hear me.
This big old mouth, speak up.
Man, let me tell y'all something, man.
How about that? Is that better on the can?
See, I've seen that happen too, where the dude was paying the child support and the baby mama was buying purses and all kinds of wait a minute, let me finish now.
Because you know I'm ready to jump
buying purses and shoes, and the child is staying in a whole nother state. The child ain't even staying with you. The child is in a different state. I want back my money.
But you don't know what.
You ain't taking care of the child because the child is calling.
But you are assuming.
No, it's not an assumption. The guy said that his child is calling him asking him for money, and he told his child, hey, do you know that the money that you're asking me for is coming out of the same check that I sent child support already to you? Every week that I get paid, I send you child support through that check. So you're asking me for money that's coming out of that same check. And the child's response to him was, what child support? So she didn't even know she was getting child support. So that means that no. Now, apparently, the courts agreed with him because they took him off of child support that very moment.
Okay, here's my concern. I'm gonna tell you my biggest concern about the whole thing when it comes to child support. You do not have the right to monitor what they do with it. Receipts. We as parents.
It's called child support, not mother support. It's not mother support. It's called child support.
But who?
So that means I can keep that money to myself. Let me spend time with my child, and I can take care of every need that child has that moment. I don't have to give it to you. I can put it in that child's hand and let that child.
But that's not how that works. That's not how that works, though. Okay,
until they are able to make those kind of responsible decisions, that means the parent, because I am a parent and you are a parent. So to coexist as parents, as a tribe, to raise a child, if we're in a relationship where it didn't work out, you still have to, that's your father, that's your mother. So let me take care of my own child. Child support was for people who didn't want to take care of their children. It ain't for people to get robbed out of their paycheck to provide for a child.
No.
You're living in the projects, and I'm giving you $1,200 a month. You're living in a hood home that you're paying $21 for rent.
Why are you worried about where they live at and what they're doing?
Because you're raping the system.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you are.
You're raping the system.
No, you're not.
You're raping the system.
First of all, if this is what the judge ordered you to pay, that is what you're responsible to pay.
The judge done sent plenty of folks to jail that they didn't do the crime. The judge done sent plenty of folks to jail and they didn't do the crime. It's the same thing. The man got to pay the bill, or there's some women out there that pay child support. But it's for the child. It ain't for you to go on vacation. It ain't for you to buy no shoes and no purses and necklaces.
You don't even know what but here's the thing.
It ain't for you to
do
do
you think
that.
It's okay for me? Okay, you pay child support. I get your child support money. Do you think it's okay for me to go get me a massage with that money?
Do I think it's okay for you to take
wait
a minute now.
To a massage.
You're asking me.
Just answer that question. Do you think it's okay?
I just want to make sure I understand
you understood it.
You're asking me, is it okay for you to take child support? I mean, quote, unquote, child support. Child support.
It came on the child support card. Can they go get me a massage?
So you can take an individual's parenting vacation to the spa.
I didn't call it all that.
Because that's what it is. You're going to relax because
I've been taking care of your badass child all week. I've been taking care of your child all week.
Only your decision not to let him come stay with me if it's a boy, because mothers usually do that. You didn't have to keep him. He could have come stay with me.
Oh my
he ain't
God.
got to stay with you.
Okay, but here's the thing.
What's wrong with the dad taking care of the child?
That is not. That's
why they got daddy daycare movies like that, because men can't do it. You don't have to take care of the child. If it's too much on you, where you need spa treatment, they're gonna cost $1,200 a month.
No,
I'll take care of the child. I swear. And then you can take your own children and go get your own spa treatment whenever you need to.
What I'm saying is that the money may have to be used for something.
Not for no spa treatment. It should be used for groceries, milk, cereal. If the kid needs shoes or shirts or diapers or whatever. See, if
take care of the baby.
No. If I am taking care of all that child's needs, shoes, clothes, food, daycare, schooling, etc., that means the check that you make is totally yours. All you have to do with that check is take care of you.
Okay, so you mean in the interim, if something happened with the child and you haven't paid child support yet, your child support due on the 1st, something pop off on the 15th.
Call me and I'll be there. No.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, ladies, or whoever.
Call me.
Try to call a man that's on child support on the 15th and he don't have to pay his child support to the 3rd. What you think he gonna do?
See,
I ain't got to pay child support. I'm supposed to pay. Now,
key word to that is think. Men ain't like that.
Wait a minute. Men cut up when they own a regular because they got the attitudes you got. Yeah, all right. Well, that's all I'm gonna pay.
Well,
$1,200. It don't matter. Try to call them outside of their child support amount. They're gonna have a donkey.
That's only if you broke up on a bad term.
What is that?
If you broke up and you're using sex as a weapon and child support as a weapon, he's absolutely not. You don't have to. You can be cordial. You don't have to be together to be cordial.
We ain't having.
You don't have to be. You don't. We can still be cordial.
Cordial don't mean sex.
If you have to co-parent, that means the child suffer because you have a personal vendetta because a man done you wrong or a woman done you wrong. I'm talking to both sides. I'm not just talking from one side.
Good.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm good.
And that be the problem. The child suffer, and if you good, you gonna try to take that anger and get more money, milk that man for more money. Now, at one time, he might have been making that money. Like Nas, I hate to put your business out there, Nas. You had to pay $20,000 a month. That man ain't had a hit record in years.
Similar to you, Ike.
You know what I'm saying? If you had sung the songs, like I told you, the single day would have been his. But he ain't had a hit record in years, and he still got to pay $20,000 a month. What kind of child needs is $20,000 a month?
But you can't. Okay, you can't bet. You can't look at it.
Yes, you can.
Okay, you can't look at the amount based on what you make.
You ain't got to have Oshkosh Bigosh. You can go to Walmart and get the same jacket.
That lifestyle don't have to change because your relationship.
That lifestyle ain't never changed.
Okay. You're saying that, okay, so you have a problem with the amount that he has to pay.
No, I got a problem with paying that amount and you going shopping and vacationing and stuff.
It doesn't matter.
I got a problem with that.
The only time
you didn't take the child with you.
Okay.
The child didn't get none of that vacation.
That a parent should have a problem with what the woman or man is doing with the money is that if you see the child is not being taken care of. If you pick your child up and your child has on run-over shoes, and their clothes torn up, and things of that nature, that is when you should have a concern. That is cause for concern. Outside of that, it is none of your business what they do with the money. That is my position. That will always be my position. That was my position when I was getting child support, and that will be my position till I die.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right here. When I had to pay child support, I paid it right out of my check. But I wanted to know that my child was being taken care of.
But see, that's a different situation. If the child isn't, that's totally different.
Right, but this man say he don't see nothing with the child, but she going on vacation and in the club.
He didn't specify anything about
he said vacation and in the club. If you in the club drinking up my money and you supposed to be taking care of my kid, then we got a problem. There's a problem.
So now you should be taking
that. You should be taking that extra $100 or whatever you blowing in the club. I know if you go in the club in Atlanta, you're gonna pay $30 just to park. And then you're going to pay another $50 to get in, depending on if you want to stand in line, you may pay $35.
Why? Why you worried about it?
Let me put this together for you now. Then you're going to go in and you're going to buy 3 or 4 $12, $50, $15 drinks. So now you can take that money that I'm giving you for child support and put it into my child's education. No. Like set some money aside for college for the kid. Or perhaps make sure he goes to a better school.
I'm not doing that?
You're not, because you're in the club.
You put the money to the side. Okay, wait a minute. Why I got to use the child support money to put money to the side for the kid? You put money to the child.
If I didn't have to pay you $1,200 a month, they'd be going to Yale by the time they get ready for college.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Because I can take $500. I can take $500 of that $1,200 a month and make sure my child is taken care of.
You got a whole.
I don't need you to take care of the child for me.
That's not how that's set up, guys. Child support is not set up that way. People
it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's for the support of the child.
Yeah, not for you to go out and club.
I can do what I want to do. The child is
that ain't supporting the child.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, I'm not taking the child to the club with me now.
No, if you're using the money that I'm giving you for child support to go to the club, that's not right.
I don't know what I'm using the money for.
I just said if you are using that money that I gave you for child support to go to the club, then if you're not doing that, if you're taking some other kind of money to go to the club and you're not using child support money, then there is no problem.
I can't tell you $2-3 of child support then go to this club.
Okay, then we got a problem.
Why?
For the $2-3. You could have bought him some bubble gum, a Happy Meal.
I did.
Or a ball, a toy.
All right, we got a question for Instagram. Go ahead.
I don't even know where to begin.
Go ahead.
Let it rip, man.
So, D2K15 says
D2K15 on Instagram
says she has never once said she was going to get a job or working while she milking the man.
Absolutely. See?
What?
Don't speak too soon.
Wait a minute. She never said she was going to go to work and get a job while she was milking the man?
Milking the man.
Okay.
JoJo, Love Me If You Can, says they both are making good points.
Okay, thank you. They said we're both making good points. Thank you, JoJo.
Then this person says, absolutely, I agree with her. Niggas want to lay up and get a woman pregnant.
They want to lay up and get pregnant
and then leave them, but don't want to make sure their kids live the same lifestyle.
They were living when they were together.
Did I not say? They really don't want to lay up and get nobody pregnant. They want to lay up and have sex.
No,
but you wanted some things just like he wanted some things too. He didn't do it by himself. You sit there and spread your legs and you gave it up to her.
But you gotta take care of the baby. It's not right.
I can take care of the baby.
Okay, but
the baby ain't got to wear Chanel. Because you wear Chanel. If you want to take you a
Chanel before you when you
the baby wasn't wearing Chanel.
The baby gonna wear Chanel
because the baby wasn't wearing Chanel when I was there.
When we were if we could afford
they weren't wearing Chanel when I was there. They were wearing Oshkosh Bigosh.
Well, that's what the baby gonna wear. That means your child support would show that.
Oshkosh Bigosh.
The child support amount would show Oshkosh Bigosh.
But you wearing Chanel because you taking $1,200.
That means that my
and
lifestyle
you spending $1,000 on yourself
and
spending $200 on the child.
Me and y'all got it wrong.
Ain't no woman with no child I've ever seen in my life gonna go buy no Chanel shoes for no child that's gonna grow out of them in the next 3 weeks.
Why not?
That's silly.
If that's your lifestyle,
that's a waste of money.
Okay.
And that's why folks ain't got nothing there. That's why Donald Trump got all the money and the Jews and them right now, because y'all rather go out and milk a man dry than to then work with him and let's do something to make scholars out of these children instead of criminals and thieves.
What makes you okay, wait.
Because that's all you doing, making criminals and thieves, teaching them how to hustle.
Wait a minute.
You know, your dad ain't, your low down dad ain't sent no child support and all that. You know, he gave you $1,200 a month. Nick think he gonna get away. He ain't sent me but $100 this time, $1,000. You know, $200 short. You know, what's the dad? I'm gonna take him back to court.
Okay,
and that's what you do. Then he nigga be in jail, and then he get in jail, and then he can't get no job because he got a criminal record, and it's all because you had a vendetta because he slept with Susie May last, year, and y'all
broke up.
Wait a
minute, hold up. You think child support is set up as a vendetta?
Absolutely, women use it as a vendetta.
Oh my God.
You don't think no women use it as a vendetta.
I do think some women.
One caller just said I ain't tell him I was gonna get no job, and then why he ever milking him. So that's using it as a vendetta.
I do agree with that. Okay, so let's go to Facebook. Hurt says child support has been set up to defeat the black man.
Absolutely.
Watch the movie Claudine.
Absolutely.
I don't agree.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I don't agree. Give me my back pay, man, so I can go get my massage.
Back pay.
Back pay.
Obviously, you took care of the child without that $1,200 a month if you asking for back pay. What about the men who do that and pay the money and they don't take care of the children with the money? We don't get no pay back. So why would you get back pay? They don't pay us back. That money is gone.
What?
There are some women out there who use it and they do abuse it.
Wait a minute.
They do abuse it. You got some women that abuse it.
I agree.
And the men don't get no payback for that money. That money is gone. Gone. Even the men who get taken off of child support for the women who abuse it, they don't get that money back.
Are you meaning the women that said that it was your child and you found out it's not?
No, that's a whole nother thing that women do. But I'm talking about if it's your child and I'm mad with you.
That's not their fault either.
And I'm taking you to child support. It was no conversation. It was never a conversation about hey, we have this child.
Why are we talking? You
How
know
are we
the baby
gonna do
gotta
this?
eat. The baby gotta eat.
Okay, like
Why
I
do we look at
said,
it?
now don't interrupt me, please. We got to sit down and say everything has to be a plan because we're not going to be together. So we got to sit down and say, hey, well, I'm going to give you this. How much are the child's expenses? Because see, that's how you work that out. I'm going to sit down with you, for instance, I would say, how much are the child's expenses for the month? And you would tell me, well, the child needs this, and the child needs that, and the child needs this. And I will make sure you have that per month. See, that's what you do instead of going to court and putting them white folks in your business. Let me say it, because that's all the judge is going to do. And they're going to look at him as a nigga, and that's how they're going to treat him. And no, wait a minute. Let me finish, and then you can say what you got to say. They're going to treat him like that, and then that's why the child is going to suffer for all of that mixed up in the pot when two grown men and a woman who has had a child together and decided to split up can sit down like two reasonable adults instead of acting like children and bickering and fighting and you know, work out something. Hey, I'm going to pick him up on this day. You pick him up on that day. So that means when I pick him up, I'm going to take care of lunch and all this stuff and all that stuff. When school stuff come up, we can split that 50-50 right down the middle. See, you don't want to do that. It took two to make the baby, but you don't want to split the money and talk like adults.
Now, okay. Let me tell you what, let me say this. This is why I feel that will not work. In a perfect world, you can sit down as two consenting adults and you guys can comprise a plan. Now, I think in some situations it works. In most, it don't. And let me tell you why. A lot of times, you still dipping and dabbing. You still having sex sometimes. You're not. You're in a relationship this time. Next time, you're not. So now your emotions are all wrapped up into it. Somebody gonna get mad. All right?
The woman?
I'm not gonna just say the woman. Somebody gonna get mad. Now, you go to these white folks and you say,
he off child support.
Whatever. You go to these white folks, they put you on child support. All right? Now, you on child support, you look at it as it was a vendetta against you. It could have been. She was mad. I get it. Still not her fault. Because you know what? You can go before that judge and tell that judge, I've been paying child support. We sat down and we came up with a plan. Guess what? The judge does not even acknowledge those payments you were paying because they were not on the record.
Let me tell you something.
Do you know that? They don't even acknowledge them because they were not documented through they don't know that you was paying them. You can bring receipts in. Trust me. I've been through this. They don't care because they didn't get a piece of it.
Let me put you on something that Hurt was trying to school y'all on just a few minutes ago on his comment. How he says that child support was designed to destroy the black man. And I'm going to tell you what child support does and why the reasoning and the talking is so important. Child support conditions a man's mind to only take care of that child for 18 years. In his mind, okay, I got to pay this money and do it for 18 years. But any of us who have children know that a child needs parents way beyond 18 years.
I agree.
I'm 44 and I still need my parents' guidance sometimes. So this takes them out. So that means about time they're a child, most black men, and I mean young men, 18, 19, now they're 18 and 19 and they've had no parental guidance. They've only seen their father as a check because their mother has made it that way. Now, I'm not saying that she deliberately did it, but sometimes it happens. She's made it that way that your father is a check to me because the only time that he ever hears anything about his dad is when child support comes around. When he sees his dad is in court dealing with child support. So now he doesn't respect his father because it's been designed that way. So this young man goes out in the world, he's mad with the world, his father's not there, and end up getting shot down, sent to jail, or mixed in with a crowd of guys like him. So now when you do that, so many times we hear women talking about child support and the man and blah, 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 and they go to jail and they take his license and he can't drive, he can't work, he can't do anything. That's what child support does, and that's why I don't agree with it.
I disagree. I'm sorry, but go ahead, Instagram again.
Listen,
y'all
got people going in.
Okay.
What's up, Kurt? I see you.
First of all, somebody says, don't take this comment personal.
Go. It's never personal. T Candy never takes anything
underscore,
personal.
and please say his name because he's going in.
Okay, underscore.
Underscore supreme dot leader.
Supreme dot leader?
Yes.
Okay, that's on Instagram.
He says, he's so cheap, I feel bad for his potential wife / ex or kids. I responded and said, LOL, they are married and they are two amazing.
Somebody said that you were cheap and they
Supreme.
felt sorry for your ex-wife and kids. They didn't realize that he was my husband.
Let me answer this, Supreme.
Hold on.
Let me answer that.
That's
Second
hilarious.
part, and I'm gonna let you.
Okay,
He says, take care of your kids and you won't have to go through court. A woman, especially a black woman, should never have to basically beg you to take care of your kids.
I totally agree.
Okay,
And I don't think
Supreme,
he
that's
be
what I
directed
just
towards you.
said. That's what I just said, Supreme. Take care of your kids without going to court. That means y'all sit down like two grown individuals and you work out a schedule and payments and plans or whatever and just take care of your kids, Mr. Supreme.
So
And
when
Supreme, this is my wife and I've only been married one time and I got 4 daughters and 4 grandsons that all love their daddy and granddaddy. So you just, you know,
he is cheap, though.
it ain't never been cheap. You know.
Samsonite, call Myron's phone. We'll try to.
Don't call me Samsonite.
He want to talk. I'll try to put it up to the thing like this because we can't do an input because we are still on the radio.
Says, oh shit, my bad.
Oh shit, my bad. We still love you, baby.
It's
we
all
still
right,
love you.
Supreme.
It's okay.
It's okay, baby.
It's okay. So wait a minute. I want to go back to an interesting point that you brought up. You brought up the fact that once the system gets involved, the woman at times will lessen the man to just being a check.
They bash the baby.
Okay, I don't agree. I do not agree with women bashing the man. I don't agree with bringing the children into the relationship that you and your ex had. Whatever the relationship you and your ex had has nothing to do with the child. Now, the parents themselves, allow them to make their own relationship with their child, because if they ain't, they'll quickly show that it ain't. Trust me, when I tell you it'll show so fast, it'll show so fast. I had to get out of it because I tried to make a relationship work, and it used to frustrate me so bad. I decided, you know what? Let me allow my children to define who their father is to them. I'm never going to talk bad about their father to them. So if you are doing that, that isn't right.
Yeah, a lot of mothers.
But
do.
if you are a father and you are not doing right by your children, you're supposed to be talked about.
And those, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm sorry, you're supposed to be talked about.
The men,
and badly.
But the men who are not being bashed by their baby's mother.
That's where you went wrong. She shouldn't have been a baby's mother. She should have been a wife.
Okay, but sometimes that you can be an ex-wife.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you can be that's still your baby's mother and my ex-wife. But
that's true.
That's why, you know, the baby mama drama thing came out, because they usually give you drama. So the men that are not getting that drama are the men that are not complaining about child support. Hey,
all men complain
about. No, they don't. That child support. When I was paying child support, get it out my check. I don't care. But when the child calls me and asks me for more money because she is not receiving any money and I'm paying child support, that's where you would have a problem.
I still agree with that. Child don't have to get no money. Long as they're being taken care of. Go ahead.
That's getting Instagram money if they're being taken care of.
Instagram off the chain today. Instagram, what's up? Go ahead.
Someone says,
go ahead.
You are right, Candyman. I truly believe when a man steps up to help raise his child, the conversation of child support doesn't even become important if it's not necessary, because he's already doing for his child.
Absolutely.
So somebody agrees with Candyman on Instagram, saying that if a man, of course, steps up and takes care of his child, the issue of child support doesn't even have to come up. I'll have to be honest with you. Of course, it happens where some come in and they do what they're supposed to do. But I'm sorry, there was a reason why the system was set up.
No.
It wasn't set up for 2 or 3 people.
But it can be abused.
I'm not saying that it can't.
Just like jail. Jail was set up for people who break the law, but it is very much abused. It's the same system. It can be abused. Child support can be abused.
So you think that people, I think somebody on Instagram actually said that they were actually not trying to get a job and they were just going to milk the system?
Milk the system.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Or I think she was just being facetious.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think, okay, I could be totally wrong.
You got an opinion.
You think women really just, well, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I was going to say
some
that, but I think
women
some
never
women
get
do.
over the hurt that man caused them, and they gonna make him pay every chance that she get. You gonna remember you did this to me. Some women never get over it. And just pray to God to those men and women who have these situations that the children are not involved. I'd rather for children not to be involved with that, because that all that child sees is two people bickering and raising hell all the time when they see each other, but they both say they love me. Well, and then sometimes it backfires, and the child is now rebellious against the mother because you ran daddy off. You ran my daddy off. I done heard that kind of stuff when it doesn't have to be that way.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Lynn, let's see what Lynn has a nice exchange going with a Kirk Paisley. So let's see what's going on with that.
Kirk, what you saying out there?
Okay, child support is needed for these men that will not cooperate and take care of their child. Some get remarried and won't even spend money or time with the child unless forced to do so by the system. True story. Girl, you just preached.
Well, I agree with that.
So, but Kirk goes, what? What is he whatting about? All right, I'm glad you asked. Herc Williams steps in is because the sex wasn't good. Go back to what you were saying. Let me skip over that comment. So Lynn goes back and says, true story, Kirk. So wait, Lynn, child support is not for the child? What?
Who said that?
Okay, wait, Kirk. Okay, yes. Okay, Lonnie's saying yes. Read again, Kirk, because I think you misunderstood her. I'm talking about the tea lady just said, not your comment. Oh, I'm not saying that the child support is not for the child, but everything that goes in okay. Any money that comes into the house, whether it be from child support, any money that comes into the house, whether it be from child support, whether it be from the woman working, whether it be from grandma and them, whoever the money come from goes to the support of the child, whether that's paying rent, whether that's paying lights, whatever, car note, car insurance, whatever. I may get that $1,200 and pay my car note. You got a problem with that?
You know what amazes me about that?
No, do you have a problem with that? Because the baby got to get to school.
You know what amazes me about that, what you just said?
What?
People will separate their business money and their personal money all the time. This business can't coincide with that business's money. I can't mix them. But you'll take child support and your paycheck and your whatever money Joe Blow may be giving you and mix it all together.
Why I got to have a whole separate accountant to deal with my child support?
Because it's called child support, not y'all support. I ain't supporting y'all. I'm supporting the child. I don't need the government to tell me to take care of my child. Just let me get my child and take care of him, man. And I'll bring him back home to you fully fed and fully clothed with bags and everything.
Men say that when they go to court because they don't want to pay child support. Because you just said
give them a chance.
But at the top of this segment, you said you'll move out of Georgia before you pay $1,200. Where you gonna go?
Because ain't no child need no $1,200 a month.
Stop.
I go to Canada.
What if my rent is $1,200? Where the baby gonna live?
Your rent $1,200.
My rent is $1,200.
Where you living at?
Don't matter where I want to live.
A single mother in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh my God.
Country ass from Nutbush.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Now you $1,200 a month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't cost no $1,200 a month to do nothing.
I want to live.
Not on soul support. What about your check that you just said you get?
Okay.
So that means your check, you ain't making $1,200 a month at your job?
Ain't none of your business what I make.
It ain't my business that you taking my child support paying your rent.
Because your baby live here.
Nah, he can come live with me.
All right, go
he
ahead.
Don't need to live with
he
you.
ain't got to live with you because you don't want him. Go
I
ahead.
I do want him. Send him to me.
Someone says,
okay,
if the man has to pay $1,200 in child support, if it's court order, then the woman as well should have to match him and show documentation.
Get out of here.
I agree with that.
Get out of here with that.
I agree
Somebody
with that.
on Instagram said if they have to pay $1,200 a month, the woman should have to pay $1,200 a month as well. And they gotta pay. They gotta show receipts.
That's right.
Miss me with that.
They can miss me with that. You
miss me with that.
When you pay, and women, and I know women that have put men on child support and men that's been on child support. Do you understand what that really does? Child support takes you out of the life of the child. Once you're on child support, yes it does. Let me finish.
Oh my God.
You are, let me tell you what, when I was on child support and I wanted to find the location of my child so I could do something for her, The child support office told me that I was a non-custodial parent.
Correct.
And I can't even know where my child is. So now you got men out there looking for their children, and damn child support is cuffing them for you. Now I can't tell you where the child is. I can't tell you if the child is being taken care of. Men are not just evil beings. Men are they like to take care of people. They're going to take care of the woman that they with, and they're going to take care of the child that they have as long as you let them. Now, are there exceptions to that rule? Do you have some men that just going to be low down and dirty?
Course.
Yes.
Right.
But for the majority of men who are sick and tired of seeing their babies getting shot in the street, and back in the 60s, they were being hung up by, like Christmas trees. You know what I'm saying? So that's when all the moving, and they take a child and they confuse the Black Panther Party with radicals when they were actually building schools and building places to feed people. So all of this is designed to destroy black men, and it should not be that way. If you're going to have child support or system for that, then it should be regulated for that child. It shouldn't be used as a capitalization or another source of revenue for the mother. It just shouldn't be. You're both parents.
But see, this is the thing that you're missing. I think we want to make sure we bring up this very important point. Child support, I know in Georgia at least, is weighted. Okay? They put in both parents' income. They put in the mother's income, they put in the father's income. All right? So you have the custodial parent, and then you have the non-custodial parent. So whoever that may be, whoever the custodial parent is typically, that's going to be the one that actually has the child. The child is actually living with them. That will be the parent that's actually receiving child support. Okay? So make sure we make that difference. So when the system looks at it and they calculate it, it's not looking at it going, okay, well, let's make sure we send the black man up the river. They're actually putting in the amount of income that you've reported that you make and the amount of income that she's reported that she makes, and it's weighted.
Well,
it's a percentage.
But I don't see a lot of white women. I don't see a lot of white women that's on child support bashing their baby daddies. They go take their kids.
How many white women are you around?
Man,
they doing it?
I be seeing these women. Let me tell you, I see these women meet their husbands and swap children at these McDonald's
and they also had
everything.
They
man.
also
they
had a case on Snap.
Burger King.
They also had a case on Snap when the man
shot up
the mama-in-law shot up the woman, transferred the child at the Target up the street that we go to.
Because the woman had him paying $1,200 a month and he couldn't take it no more.
My God.
I tell everybody in here if I got to pay $1,200 a month about it and I ain't got it. I'm living in a trailer, woman. If we meeting at a McDonald's, you know I can't afford $1,200 a month. We would be meeting at Papados or Spondivis or something.
It's not. Oh my God! It doesn't matter.
All I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
All I'm saying
it does not matter. If that's how much you have to pay, you need to pay it. And if you cannot afford to pay it, if your lifestyle has changed, your job has changed, you need to go to the proper channels through the court system.
I'll be sitting in jail. Get it off the sweat of my back, buddy.
Now, if you go to jail, is that the woman's fault?
No, it's because it's child support fault. So now, whoever took me to child support when I could have been giving you $150, $200,
y'all placing the blame in the wrong place.
Or maybe $500.
Let's go back. If the child support is set an amount, all right, and it was set an amount that you were making, let me make sure I make this real plain because apparently you didn't hear me.
Oh, I heard you. Now, if I lose my job, what if I lose my job and I ain't making the same amount of money? You on child support for 18 years. So that means if I ain't getting now the first, but they don't normally change it. You sit there and you say,
petition the court.
You can go to court. You know what? You can go to court. You can go to court and be judged by your peers and supposed to get a fair trial. And I keep reference this back to court because it's the same made up system. If you've ever been to child support court, they don't even listen to the man's point of view. They absolutely go with the woman. The man don't even get a chance to speak. They have two appointed people to talk to the judge for them. And they don't even get a chance to speak. So it's just like being judged by 12 people that's in your peers, and they going to send you up the river for a crime you didn't commit.
But it is a crime.
It's not a crime.
It's a violation.
I can't afford to pay that, Your Honor.
Okay.
Now I've been giving her.
Get an attorney.
No. I've been giving her 5 to $700 a month, sir, and I have these receipts. They don't even want to look at your receipts.
No, because it's less than what you were supposed to.
Okay, right. But I'm still supporting the child. I'm still giving what I can possibly give to support the child.
Get an attorney.
Right, and I be in jail. Now you won't get no money.
Okay.
So I go to jail, and now you ain't getting no money. None. You won't get no money. I got a homeboy right now that owe $15,000 in child support, back child support.
Okay.
You know what he does? Sit on his sofa every day. He takes care of his child, but he ain't gonna give it to the courts. He buys his kid clothes. Mm-hmm. He makes sure they go to school. Mm-hmm. He does that for his child because the mother ain't doing nothing. She living with her mama and ain't doing nothing.
Well, Denise wants to know, what about the women that pay child support?
They shouldn't have to pay if they could sit down and talk. Now, if they are on child support because they just said I ain't gonna do it and I ain't gonna take care of it and I'm making this amount of money, take me to court like some men do, but don't take me to court then. If she said it like that, yeah, she should have to pay it. I know a woman that had to pay child support. One of my closest friends, Scott, Petier, what's up, Scott? He had to go through a similar situation like that where his ex-wife had to pay him child support because he was taking care of his two boys.
A lot of people, to be honest, guys, I know it seems to be a little one-sided.
So I know both sides of the story.
But yeah, there are a lot of women that have to pay child support and feel similar to this. At the end of the day, you have to know your laws. You have to know how to petition the courts. Get yourself an attorney if you don't want to take the time to read, because the literature is out there. It's not the woman's fault if you get behind on your child support and get arrested, get your license suspended. Now you can't go to work. Then you call the lady, see what you done to me? I didn't do nothing to you. You got a court order to pay your child support. No, I didn't.
Sent me to jail.
I did not send you to jail. Low down dirty, so and so. You sent me to jail. You sent me up the river, and I sent you that money. Get my money back. You have to know your laws in your counties and your states to find out what you need to do to get your stuff adjusted. There are things that you can do. Period. It's not the woman's fault. Man, after you've allowed the system to get involved.
They take now, off to jail.
I do want to touch a little bit on this, and this may be a topic that we may have to take and have a whole show about.
What?
When you have a situation by where a man has been raising a child or supporting a child and find out that the child is not theirs. Okay? That happens a lot, and the man has been paying child support.
Yeah, you stuck with
They've been paying child support. You do realize that you can't get that money back.
But you stuck with it.
You should.
So you feel like the man should get his money back?
Yeah.
It's not his child.
You know why? You know why I feel like they shouldn't?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because you the one that laid down there and had that child with that baby. It is your responsibility to make sure it's yours.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no.
It's both their responsibility.
No, stop.
No. So you just gonna believe whatever I tell you? I have a swamp land.
No.
This is neighborhood coaching. This neighborhood coaching. You ain't gotta trust me.
She's right.
You should have asked for DNA.
No,
not her fault.
I agree 50%. She's right when she says you need to make sure that that's your child. However, if it ain't yours, give me my money back.
But see, I'm gonna tell you what y'all missing in this equation. Is the same topic that we just talked about. Men have heard so much that deadbeat dads and you're not going to take care of your child and you ain't going to do this. So if a woman comes to a man and say, I am pregnant by you, the last thing he wants to do is question the fact that you've been sleeping around on me and that ain't my baby. So let me be a man and be outside of the statistical man and take care of my child. Now, if you knew that wasn't his child and you have mauled him for the money, he deserved to get every dime of his money back.
Maybe she didn't know.
And she ought to be bull whipped every Tuesday for a month.
I don't care if nobody agree with me. My thing is this right here. You should know. And the way that you know is get a paternity test.
And see, that's how some men go in there and shoot everybody. Why you always gotta shoot everybody? They gonna shoot everybody.
You shoot everybody every show.
You just mentioned Snap.
I agree.
You watch Snap all the time. Every episode of Snap is about somebody that snapped and did something.
Neither.
So all I'm doing is referencing back to your scenario of Snap That's why men go in there and shoot everybody. You say the man went in there and shot up everybody.
But again, it's still not her fault.
It is her fault.
Wrong?
She didn't have to be that.
I can't even say she was wrong. I can't even say she was wrong for I can't say cheating because you weren't married. Now, you do know that same scenario. Say, for instance, if you were married. And this is going to get you. I don't know if you know this. Say, for instance, if you were married. I know at least in the state of Georgia. This is going to blow your mind if you don't already know this. In the state of Georgia, if you get pregnant, it is automatically assumed by the law that it is your baby.
Yeah, Georgia screwed up.
Automatically.
Georgia laws.
She could have been cheating, honey. It's
Georgia laws are screwed up.
It is assumed that it is your child.
It should be a law that if you get pregnant, you should automatically have to have a DNA test.
I agree. It should be an automatic thing, but it is not.
Georgia laws are screwed up.
So what makes it different? Well, if I'm married, you don't get a paternity test. If I ain't married, you don't get one. What makes you think I got to pay you some money back? Negative.
It makes sense.
Hey, I'm going to give you two examples.
Georgia went for Trump, so
I'm going to give you two examples of the difference. Child support, bad mouthing your dad, Brian Nichols. That's what you gonna get. That's what you produce.
Oh, Sandra said that's in all states. I wasn't sure. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. Bad
mouthing your dad, Brian Nichols. Y'all don't remember Brian Nichols?
Yeah,
then Google it.
They know who
he lost it.
They know who Brian Nichols is.
Perfect example of working it out, and this is an interracial couple
right.
that worked it out. Barack Obama. When you work it out, your child go to Yale or Harvard and become president. When you don't work it out, you get Brian Nichols, a dude that shoots.
I disagree. I disagree with that. There are two young men. I wish I could think of their names. I cannot think of their names, but they're two young black boys. One was accepted, I was at Princeton, and one was accepted at Harvard. Two black boys. Oh my God, an amazing story, and they were raised by a single mother.
Never said you wouldn't be raised by a single mother. I said mother bad mouthing your father.
She could have talked about it again, like
but she probably didn't, and that's why them boys became successful young black men. That's why they do that. You can't put poison in a barrel and expect roses to pop up out of it. It's just not going to happen. Okay. You have to plant proper seeds to get proper produce. Rather.
I tell you what, I think we have covered a lot today. I don't even know. Shoo! Well, I mean, the Facebook comments are going crazy.
I know I'm going to take you to child support first. And I want 1200. She got the team. Talking team with Tika. She done been to San Antonio and Phoenix, St. Louis.
So you taking me to child support?
Taking you to court. Taking you to court.
Really?
I want some back pay.
Really? Well, hopefully we brought some things out.
Every gray hair in my beard, I want $1.
We've got at least some dialogue going. I don't know if we would ever see eye to eye on that topic, especially the topic of. We want to do a part 2 on it. The topic of child support. Maybe I'll get an attorney friend of mine to come in here and maybe talk about it. I don't know.
You've been raising the child and find out.
And a single mother needs to be on the show.
A single mother and a single father. That would be great.
That would be great.
We should get a single mother and a single father. If you are in the Atlanta area and you would like to be on the T Candy show and you're a single mother and single father, could you inbox us and let us know? We would love to have you in the studio. I think that'll be a good perspective.
As long as you bring the real, you can't come in here and,
we don't play
talk
right.
Make believe. You got to be real. So
you gotta give us your case number, your checking account information, to make sure
I mean, you got to. That's the only way people gonna know the truth, and we can squash through some of this turmoil that we usually have with each other, men and women, and vice versa, and not understanding each other. We may be able to come to some kind of understanding.
I doubt it.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll be honest, I doubt it. I don't think, whatever.
Y'all remember the Ghostbuster shirt? Next time my shirt gonna have the round thing with the split right in the middle, tea and candy.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
Child support.
Whatever.
I want it.
But anyway, we love you guys. Make sure you share the live. Share the live. We will be continuing somewhat of a conversation. Wait a minute, is it 2 o'clock?
It's 2. It's out. We out.
Oh my God, we out. Also, Smooth Radio. We have enjoyed you guys. Oh my God, I didn't realize the time has flown so fast. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the show today. If you did not catch the top of the show, make sure you catch the top of the show. You will not regret the top of the show. Instagram, I would try to put a piece of it on there. Instagram will only let you do about a minute. So I'll try to put a piece on there for you guys. But it will be on YouTube. So make sure you follow me on YouTube at Talking Tea with Tika. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. When you go off of Facebook, go to Instagram. Follow T-Lady ATL on Instagram. I need to get those Instagram followers up. I need to get the Talking Tea with Tika channel up. The girl is going to do something major, so I need you guys' support. I love you. I love you. I love you. Tell the folks how much you love them, baby.
I love you. You know the Candy Man always love you.
All right. Love you guys. Instagram, you know what?
Peace, Instagram.
I love you guys. The first time doing it on Instagram, and I'm loving it. We'll be back. Love you guys. Sip, sip. Bye.
So smooth.
Bye, you guys. Make sure you put hashtag sip, sip.
Peace
Put
out,
hashtag
y'all.
sip, sip right now. I need everybody to put hashtag
Man, love
sip,
you.
sip or hashtag Tea Candy right now before I end the live. Let me see it.
I
Let me see
you
the love.
Wednesday.
Let me
I
see
you
it.
Wednesday. So smooth.
Oh, so smooth radio.
Candy
Let me see
man.
hashtag sip,
Candy
sip.
man.
Hashtag Tea Candy. Let me see it. Let me see the love. Let me see it. 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 Oh.
That's why you don't on the radio.
Oh.
On live, so.
Oh, I'm sorry,
We're
radio.
high.
Y'all can't do hashtag.
Yeah,
I'm
we're high.
sorry.
Radio.
Bye, Oh So
We
Smooth
got
Radio. I
some
love you
fun.
guys. All right, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I love you guys. Bye.